Hi there, Tori. This screencast is just to give you some feedback on your performance task. I thought you did a great job on this performance task. I really like the strong connection to your outcomes and what you did. And I also love the involvement of the self-assessment that comes through with this booklet. What I'm going to focus on is how you establish your assessment criteria. Okay? So, when we're establishing, we take a look at the general outcomes and the specific outcomes that you've identified here. That's awesome. The assessment criteria, really you want this to be as concise as possible so that you can plunk it word for word into your assessment criteria like you did right here, okay? Or that you built right here. Okay, so watch what we're going to do. So demonstrate an understanding of multiplication. So, and this one's representing and explaining multiplication, so equal grouping. So let's just call this one as concise as possible, but that one of your criteria is that students can demonstrate equal grouping to you. Another one, that they can solve multiplication problems, and so on. So you can see that I'm using exact words right out of here as best I can, but to get it as consistent as I can. Now look, this is 11A outcome. This is 11B. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this assessment criteria for your first one. Oops. There we go. And that's going to go right here. So demonstrate an understanding of multiplication using equal grouping. You know, if you kept that, that's all right. But if we can get it even more concise, that this one's going to show equal grouping, and maybe even call it equal grouping for multiplication, doesn't much matter. Okay? Then what you want to be doing here is that was actually not outcome 1, but outcome 11A. Show that exact connection to your curriculum. So again, if I'm to model that one more time for you, so can they solve multiplication problems? And maybe you even want to make that more precise, to solve multiplication problems in context. Really up to you. I'm just kind of modeling what this could possibly look like. And again, that's not outcome 2, that's outcome 11B. Okay? And so then you would continue that as you went along. One other thing that you can do is any words that are different along here, so consistently shows a clear and comprehensive understanding, maybe we bold that so it really stands out. And this one, work consistently shows comprehensive understanding, shows somewhat comprehensive understanding, and basic and is limited. Oh, and I'd want the D there too. Okay, so this just kind of gives you an example of what it could look like if you went all the way down with it, okay? To me, that's just a minor tweak. Overall, this was a really strong performance task. I really, like I said, like the inclusion of the self-assessment and just how student-friendly the language is for the task description. All right, if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Tori, great work.